No now. Put title abeg. No put title. Put title abeg. Then description. Copy the last video live stream description. It's easy. Type this. Copy that video live video. Last video description. I don't know how to post this thing. Let me down my side. Skip these ads just as you skip buying Bitcoin at $4,000 and Ethereum at $100 in 2020. And now Bitcoin and Ethereum have reached a new all-time high in price. Don't you want to learn how to make money by trading and investing in cryptocurrencies in 2021 and beyond? In 2020, during the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, I wrote an article advising people and pushing them to buy Bitcoin, stablecoin, and other cryptocurrency. I'm sure those who took my advice are richer now. 2021 is another year that opens opportunities for you to make money from the crypto market. There are two sets of people watching this video right now. The first one are those who are going to ignore this offer, make mistakes, make excuse, and move on. The second one are those who are going to take this offer, join my students who are making millions from the cryptocurrency market. My name is Chris Ani, Africa's #1 crypto influencer, teacher, and founder, Daba.school. Welcome to my online course. In this Trade and Make Money course, you learn how to buy, how to sell, coins to profit from, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, how to spot a coin that will make you money, how to also avoid losses in the cryptocurrency market, and a lot more. Not just that, when you get this course, you will also be added to my private premium signal room where you will see the coins to buy and the coins to profit from. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below to get this course, or go to www.daba.school and get the Trade and Make Money course. You can also download the Daba app and get the course on your Daba app. What are you waiting for? I'll see you there.
Hello guys, welcome back again to today's weekly market live analysis. Which in today's video, we generally going to be discussing what is happening to Bitcoins and the general crypto market price over time. So it's been crazy rally over the past week. Now we've seen Bitcoin move all the way from 30,000 down up on until $42,000 mark, which was where the market closed for the month before this present correction we've seen currently in the price action. So the big question that has been going overall is was that a rejection? Was that a rejection, or was that just another bull trap before the trend continues to head in a downward direction? Or are we just kind of like seeing a consolidation or probably an accumulation before we get to see this more move to the upside and probably to new all-time highs as well? So that has actually been the big question over time. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about what you really truly need to understand about the current market and what price is more likely going to do over time. So, and don't forget, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, tick the bell icon so you always get notified whenever we post content like this, because it's going to be it's always a weekly stuff, and normally on a daily we also get to push videos that get to keep you informed about market trends and cycles and what you literally need to understand about the global financial market. It's been awesome moment for Bitcoin and the general crypto market. It's been awesome moment for Ethereum. It's been awesome moment for AXS. We've been seeing this crazy price movement to the upside over time, and the crypto market is looking like it's not really tired, to cover more movement to the upside. So nice to have you back again. So we're briefly going to look at what the crypto market has been doing over time to better help us understand what the market has been doing. So before we get started with today, top of the news, we already have it, is Louis Vuitton. We already top of the news. We already have it that Louis Vuitton to launch NFT game with artwork from people. So like I always talk about this, that we've been seeing this steady adoption of the crypto market, steady adoption of crypto to every sectors in the global market. So we're currently seeing it right now. We're currently seeing Louis Vuitton having these positive sentiments about the crypto market and wanting to adopt it to their ecosystem. So this is something very, very important for the crypto market, something very huge for the crypto market that I always talk about. That as long as we keep seeing this adoption, as long as we keep seeing companies, industries get to adopt crypto, get to adopt crypto, as long as that keeps happening, we always normally we see this money coming to the crypto market, and as long as money keeps coming into the crypto market, the more the global cap gets to increase, and that's always normally has this positive correlation with price action. So this is huge news for the general crypto market, as this is about to happen, and we expect some more price actions to follow up with regards. So we're briefly going to look, according to Coin360, the general what the general market has been doing over time. So according to Coin360, right now Bitcoin is currently trading at the 39,400 level with about this. So far in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has been able to do a 3.5% after we saw this recent low sitting at around 37,600 approximately, and then we have our Bitcoin dominance still sitting around the 46%, approximately 47%. There we have it right there, and then we have the Ethereum. Literally every market, literally all markets agree. We have Ethereum still trading above the 2,600 level, and that's about a 9% movement over time. And then we have BNB, ADA, DOT, SRP, Doge, and all literally green. And then we have stable coins still green, and of course at some point it's always going to change, which also tells us this constant flow of the stable coins into the crypto markets, all right, which is telling us that which tells us that over time this current movement is being supported. We're seeing volume move from stable coins to the crypto market. So that's it on the daily. So we're briefly going to look at what Bitcoin and the general market has been doing over time on the weekly time frame. So in the past week, we've seen Bitcoin still down by minus 1.8%. This is because the last week Bitcoin was trading at 40,000, and this week we've not actually made a new highs. So price is currently trading at last week highs, and is currently putting it at a loss. And then we have still on the weekly, we have the stable coins green, which is telling us that at this particular point we're seeing volume from the crypto market to the stable coins. That's on the weekly. So, and we have generally our hot markets, Ethereum, ADA, BNB, all literally green on the weekly, which is telling us that generally the hot market has been outperforming. They have been doing well, regardless the fact that Bitcoin is just been on this consolidation phase, which as well I'm gonna say is just a weekly pullback, and of course the monthly close as well a monthly pullback before trend gets to continue in an upward direction. So that's it for Bitcoin, and we're going to look at the real Bitcoin stars, price stars, and the general crypto market price stars according to Nomics. So let's look at what Bitcoin has been doing in the past 1 week according to Nomics. So according to Nomics, we're going to look at what Bitcoin has been doing, the Bitcoin real price stars according to Nomics. So in the past, according to Nomics price, we've seen the volume change in the past 1 week sitting around minus 14%, and then we have the dominance still. Then we have the market cap change, still around 3.5%, and then we have our fiat volume change still literally down minus 34%, which is due to the recent correction we've been having in price action of late. So we're going to look at what Ethereum has been doing over the past 1 week. So Ethereum right now, still over the past 1 week, this is really something very nice for Ethereum, as it's been on the steady move to the upside. Ethereum has finally get a break above this particular bearish control territory, and is currently heading for probably new highs. So Ethereum right now still putting up this huge move to the upside, and we have the market cap change in the past 24 hours, the past week still over 8%, and then we have the transparent, you have the fiat volume still way up high, right? Okay, still down. The fiat volume still down, but minus 8%. So Ethereum is currently still very healthy. There's literally nothing wrong with the Ethereum market as long as Bitcoin remains healthy. As long as that is still going to remain healthy. So we're going to look at what BNB has been doing over the past 24 hours to better understand. Yeah. So BNB, okay, the Binance coin has actually been performing real great in the past 1 week. We have a still price change still sitting around 3%, barely at $12, and then we have the market cap change still up at least 8. We have 3.7% right there. Then we have the fiat volume change still down minus 9%, and just literally the crypto market has just been seeing this healthy consolidation as Bitcoin consolidate, probably consolidate for the next move to the upside. So that's it for price stats according to Nomics. So we're briefly going to look at the crypto fear and greed index to better help us understand what our traders like you and me are currently thinking right now. But right now, I missed something here. So right now, let's look at according to Nomics. We're going to look according to Nomics coins that was recently added, the percentage they've been able to cover over time. So let's look at coins recently added according to Nomics. Let's look at coins recently added to Nomics. Okay, and all right. Right now we have in the state of the crypto market. Still, the crypto market is still sitting around the 1.76 trillion, and which is up about with 4.7 price increase over the last day. And this values all crypto assets at 23% of the gold market. Okay, so the crypto market, the general crypto market cap has been seeing this crazy move to the upside. So that's it for the global crypto market, and that's it for the global crypto market. Still very healthy, and still seeing this move to the upside. So according to Nomics, let's look at the coins added so far. So just added so far according to Nomics, we have the Onyx, literally down 13%. We have this Fanada, this Chick coin, we have the BNBP, we have the Ninja Swap, all literally up. Then we have the Gold, Pegas, XFin, this down. We have the modern Uniquely crypto. So we're going to look at the crypto market top gainers in the past according to Nomics, what's been added according to Nomics. Then we have 1 inch. Whoa, this is impressive. 1 inch is done over 132%. This is incredible. And then we have AXA, the XG Infinity, up with about 18%, and then we have the Thor chain is up with about 18%. We have the Quant up 18%. What next do we have? And we have Compound up 12%. We have Polkadot up 11%. What do we have next? We have the liquid staked up 11%. We have the Telcoin up 9%. What do we have next? We have the Theta token up 9%. And then we have the Uniswap protocol up 9%. What next do we have? Okay, that's so far according to the mix, that's what's being added. And then we have our global crypto market cap still sitting around the 1.7 trillion mark. So briefly, we're going to look at the crypto market, the general crypto market fee and grid index to better understand what traders like you and I are basically feeling right now about the market. If we're having them scared, of course, literally. Who is going to be scared about the market price actions, recent price actions, because they're going to be like, price is currently still rejected at the $40,000 mark. We're still coming down. That's kind of like going to be the sentiment, but we're going to analyze the fee and grid index to better understand what price, what traders like you and me are currently thinking right now about the market. So according to the fee and grid index, we're having right now that there's still fear in this market. There's still fear in the market. Remember the last video, the last stream we had, this was currently sitting at the grid level, and now we're having it sitting at fear, which is telling us that at this particular point, we're seeing traders like you and I being fearful about the recent price action, which is something normal, because over time we've been seeing 40K reject price. So seeing 40K still reject price again still poses fear generally to every trader in the market. So this data is quite correct. So we're going to let's look at the graphical representation of the fee and grid index to better understand what's actually. Let's look at our emotions plotted according to the fee and grid index. Let's scroll down. Let's move down to the graph. This is our emotions. This is our emotions being plotted according to the fee and grid index. This is what you and I are feeling right now in the markets being plotted. So as you can see, this is like I have always been talking about this chart over time, that the fee and grid index was on a downtrend, and we broke above it, all right? And now we're currently seeing price more like retesting where we broke out from. So this is currently a healthy retest, I'm going to say, which is also in line with the general crypto, which is in line with the normal weekly correction on Bitcoin price action, which of course is generally normal, is generally healthy for the crypto market. So, but then we're going to look at the Google trends to better help us understand why the fee and grid index is currently having a negative slope, and why we're currently seeing fear in the market right now. So let's look at the Google trends right now to better understand what is actually putting this fee and grid index to see this correction over time. Now we have the poly launcher ones. We have according to Google trends, of course, it's been we have difference from Bitcoin. What you need to know about the CBN's proposed digital currency. Oh, this is positive, and then we have Google new currency ad policy goes into effect, feature Bitcoin. This is positive, and we own. Oh wow, this is bad spelling. Okay, adults Bitcoin Cash ABC newly rebranded as Eco. This is positive, and then we have South Africa Bitcoin Heist. Okay, court grants the Securities Authority to track missing Africa, free crypto, investor funds or regulation. This is positive, and okay, let's keep going. This is Ego token launch. Okay, this is positive. This is literally just I don't see much of a negative news according to Google. Is okay. Let me say, according to what we've seen so far, this is kind of like 50% positive and 50% negative, which is as we're getting to pull our fee and grid index on an indecisive phase. You know, we are seeing this consolidation, which is also in line with recent price action before price, of course, get to head to an upward direction. So that's it for Google Trends. So let's go into real price actions to better understand what Bitcoin is doing and what we're more likely going to see price do over time according to real price actions. So let's look at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame to better understand what the market has been doing. So like earlier today on a premium channel, I published this, and don't forget, if you're watching me right now, you might as well pick interest. You might as well pick interest in joining our premium community, where we get to keep updates generally about what's happening in the crypto market and how you can make profitable trades and how you can trade better. So you can check on the description or visit dabba.school and pick the trade and make money course, so you get added to our community where you normally get on-time updates about markets, price actions, and what you're more and the opportunities that are available in the blockchain ecosystem. So right now, like I published this shortly before the market market saw this pump, has said a premium bear trap. So we saw price over time. The price has been retracing since we started this week. Price formed this falling wedge, which is normally a pattern that always gets a result to the upside, and then we saw price broke above it, which of course our target is always the beginning of the wedge, sitting around for the $1,000 mark. And going above for the $1,000 mark, like I said, I have two lines here, the white lines, the red lines. Going above the $41,000 mark as well gets to validate more push to new highs that is being suggested according to the weekly and the monthly as well. So we're briefly going to look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. On the weekly, let's look at the Bitcoin on the macro time frame to better understand what's been going on. So like I always have it here, that as long as we maintain the 1.61 Fibonacci extension level, which is also in line with the in line with the $1.1 trillion market cap, the general crypto market is healthy and is more likely going to see this move to the upside. So Bitcoin currently still maintaining it while validating this present move we are seeing currently to the upside. And after our last weekly close, we saw price come back to retest that particular price, that particular price sitting at the 38,500 level, with a little bit of correction to the upside, which I tagged a premium bear trap. Okay, so still on the weekly time frame, still on the macro scale, Bitcoin is generally healthy as long as we are above the $38,500 mark on the weekly. With the trend is, or is the trend is your friend until the end of the trend, and at this particular point the trend is shifted to the upside, and we've not yet started seeing any sort of weakness in recent price action. So let's look at the general crypto total market cap to better understand what's been going on and what you're more likely going to see price do. So just like I said, this is more like this always has this positive correlation with the crypto market. So it's generally held sitting at above the 1 point. We're having it at 1.6 above 1.6, and just like I said, this is also something with the Bitcoin chart doing exactly what Bitcoin is doing, and they're both all doing the same thing. So which of course still have a macro resistance level coming around the 2.16 Fibonacci extension level. Okay, so it's still sitting around the 1.9, still way up. So the crypto market currently still has lots of movements to do to the upside, and nothing really is showing this bear apocalypse or something like that, like the social media to spread it across on recent price action. So we're going to look into the crypto dominance to better understand what the market has been doing over time. So let's look at the crypto market dominance. Okay, right now we're having it right now on the crypto market dominance. Still, like I've always talked about this, that we saw this bottoming pattern on the crypto market dominance, and before that price started heading in an upward direction, and it's normally all altcoins rallied to it. So like I always talk about, as long as Bitcoin remains healthy, as long as Bitcoin sees this move to the upside, and as long as this remains on a positive slope, Bitcoin and the general crypto market is still going to see this move to the upside. And right now we've not yet started seeing any weakness in trade. So that's it for the crypto market cap. That's it for the crypto dominance, still having this positive slope and no signs of weakness. So let's briefly look at the general market. Let's look at the general market according to Case Bitcoin. Let's look at the general markets and the general key markets according to Case Bitcoin to better understand what all other markets aside Bitcoin has generally been doing over time. So according to Case Bitcoin, we're going to look at the general market according to Case Bitcoin to better understand what the market has been doing over time. So like I always say, as long as Bitcoin remains healthy, the general crypto market, the altcoins market is going to rally alongside it. So I'm going to look at the key markets according to Case Bitcoin to better understand what has been going on in the crypto market and what we are more likely going to see happen to price action over time. So according to Case Bitcoin, looks like we're having a technical issue. Okay, now let's okay, according to Case Bitcoin, okay, it looks like we're having a technical issue with that. So right now we're going to look at like I always talk about the the dollar always having this positive correlation with the general market, the general stock market and the general crypto market. So that as long as dollar, like I said that on my previous videos, as long as dollar is in this downtrend, the general market is going to be used as a hedge against dollar devaluation. All right, against dollar devaluation. So right now this is dollar on the weekly, still having this. We saw this huge bearish engulfing candle, and of course, like I said, when like on my last video I talked about dollar breaking off a rising wedge with the target sitting way low at the 72 points. So okay, so and now we're seeing dollar have a bearish engulfing candle on the weekly. So this is a bearish sign for dollar, and we see other markets rally along, rally positively against this. So now dollar still having this negative trend, this negative slope to the downside, and of course the crypto market, as long as this remains this way, with the target still sitting way lower, the crypto market and the stock market is going to see this move to the upside. So that's it for dollar, all still having a negative slope. And now, okay, we're going to look at the key markets. We're going to look at the key markets. So now we still have Bitcoin still positive. The S&P 500 still slightly negative. We see already have a minus 0.12%, and then we see gold still green. Then we have silver. Generally the stock market is ranging, and while few are actually seeing this positive trend to the upside. So that's it for today. We've seen what Bitcoin is doing, we've seen what the general stock market is doing, we've seen what dollar is doing, we've seen what traders like you and I right now is thinking about the market and what we're more likely going to see happen to price over time. And as long as, like I always say, as long as the trend right now that is currently on an uptrend, as long as it doesn't get validated, just follow it, because it is your friend until the end. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and don't forget as well, you can be part of a community where you get on-time updates about what is currently going on in the market, and and as well get to be exposed in lots of opportunities that's available in the crypto space. So thanks for watching, guys, until I come your way next time. So see you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next week.